Back at it with another camera test. These three phones all use the same sensor under their main camera. So let's see all the differences in night mode, photo, video, zoom, and absolutely everything you would do using these three really great phones. Let's crack right into a walking test through the mean alleyways of Shenzhen here in China. The OnePlus 7 Pro definitely has more vibrant colors than the other two. You can see the Reno 10x Zoom Edition is very washed out. It's a very dreamy type of look. It's definitely a unique look that Oppo are going for. OnePlus 7 seem to be going for a more vibrant look. The K20 seems to be somewhere in between. Look in the background to see how that is being exposed, because that was quite bright. The colors and the exposure and the type of look that these phones give you definitely differ. Which one you prefer is down to your own personal preference, but in terms of video quality and also stabilization, they are fairly similar. Right, let's just do a little walking test of these phones to test out stabilization and the microphones. Again, just hand holding these and just walking around. I can't really be too stable about this because look at all these people around me. So this is a good test of if you're just going to be shooting some video out and about to see what it will look like. And obviously, man, that was just too loud. So obviously you can hear what the audio's like. How much of the background noise is it cutting out? Because there's a lot. In China, people drive motorbikes on pedestrian walkways. That's just how it is. And then they beep at you like you're in the way somehow. Like walking on a pavement that's designed for people is somehow in the way of this guy who wants to drive his motorbike through you. So anyway, just check how all this background noise is cancelled out, if at all. Check how the stabilization is, because this is shaky. I'm telling you, very, very shaky. And just see how the sky is it blown out? How are the colors? What do you think? I wanted to walk inside this little building site here because inside here was really, really dark. To the human eye, you couldn't really make out much detail. So these phones are working overtime, giving us a usable image here. If you go straight out to the outside, they all click back onto a usable image pretty quickly. As I said before, they all use the same sensor under that main camera unit. The OnePlus 7 Pro and the Reno have optical image stabilization on a couple of lenses. The K20 Pro doesn't. Something that stands out is that you can record video on the ultra-wide camera on the K20 Pro. You can't do that on the other two. I found no real issues with autofocus on any of the phones. This is the OnePlus 7 Pro, did a great job. I had a little bit of an issue with the K20 Pro on the last test. So this is the second time. If you just look for the third time, focuses on the phone, and then as I take it away, it takes a little while to refocus. The Reno had no issues, although I think the bokeh or the blurry background isn't as natural as the OnePlus 7 Pro, for example.
I wish I
The camera apps on these phones have some differences in where the settings menus are, but they give you virtually the same experience overall. You get 48 megapixel mode straight in the slider there. If you want that on the other two, you have to go into the settings menu. Portrait modes are on them all, obviously. If you want some extra settings on the Reno, you have to press that little tab there. If you want to do that on the OnePlus 7, slide up and you get some extra settings there. On the K20 Pro, a lot of those extra settings are just straight in that sliding tab, so it's a little bit more convenient. This is how you use zoom on the video. On the Reno, you hold it down and you can zoom in and out. On the OnePlus 7 Pro, you've got that sliding wheel there which you can zoom. On the K20 Pro, it's quite convenient. You just press those three little buttons and you can switch between, or you can hold it down or pinch to zoom in. Here's what the settings menu looks like on the Reno. Pull up for the settings menu on the OnePlus 7 Pro, and the settings menu of the K20 Pro is like that. On the K20 Pro and the Reno, you get these color options which can change the color, change the look of the photo that you're taking very conveniently. I couldn't find anything like that on the OnePlus 7 Pro. There are apps you can download, of course. Something that's really cool about the K20 Pro is that it has video on the ultra-wide camera, and I really like that for obvious reasons. I like filming myself with it. I'm not even going to bother comparing it to the other two because neither the OnePlus 7 Pro or the Oppe Reno 10x zoom edition have video capability out of that ultra-wide camera. I still don't know why this is the case, because both of those phones are significantly more expensive than the Redmi K20 Pro. And you know, the Oppe Reno is a camera phone. Like, that's it. 10x zoom, great camera, but it has an ultra-wide which you can take photos on but no video. So that's a big plus for me, the Redmi K20 Pro, and it's significantly cheaper than those two phones. I'm not even going to compare it because they can't do it.
I don't want to be alone, spend too much time by myself. So many things that I still don't know. It's time for me to move on. I want you right here, but you're all across the globe. Never call me back, even though you're on your phone. Wishful thinking gets the best of me, hoping that it's still you and me. Yeah, I thought we'd always shine. Just some time off, we'd be fine. Guess that I was wrong this time. When I think about it now, I know that I don't. I do not want to give you more of my life. I do not want to give you more of my life. You're just gonna waste it now. Not sure if I'll make it out. I do not want to give you more of my life.
This is what the selfie cameras look like for anyone that's interested. My personal opinion is that the OnePlus 7 Pro seems to keep a little bit more of a natural colour, whereas the Oppo loves to beautify things and smooth your skin. Same with the Redmi. The OnePlus 7 Pro seems a little bit more true to life, but it also does sharpen the image quite a lot. Selfie cameras are selfie cameras. Decide for yourself which one you prefer, and whatever one you like, just go for that one.
It's still you and me. Yeah, I thought we'd always shine. Just some time off, we'd be fine. Guess that I was wrong this time. When I think about it now, I know that I don't. I do not want to give you more of my life. I do not want to give you more of my life. You're just gonna waste it now. Not sure if I'll make it out. I do not want to give you more of my life. Hey, yeah. Oh, I'm not give you more of my life. Movies make it look so easy. 15 minutes then you're breezing. Movies make it look so easy. Whoa. Yeah, I thought we'd always shine. Just some time off, we'd be fine. Guess that I was wrong this time. When I think about it now, I know that I don't. I do not want to give you more of my life.